Hello everyone. This video examines FRQ2, the Quantitative Analysis question. The question we will examine is from Set 2 of the 2021 AP exam and can be found at AP Central under the AP U.S. Government and Politics Courses and Exam page under the Exam tab found at the top of the page. The quantitative reasoning question begins with a map, chart, graph, table, or infographic. Here are the pie charts from the 2021 exam. Give your students plenty of practice examining visual representations of data. Make sure they look at the title, the key, the X and Y axis on a line graph, the source, and any notes provided. Make sure to include visual representations of data that are distorted or misleading so that students can understand how data can be misrepresented, which is an important life skill. There are 4 parts to the quantitative FRQ. Part A requires students to identify information from the data. In this case, Part A states, identify the party that won the highest percentage of votes and seats in 1982. Remember that identify is a simple answer without elaboration. In this case, a good answer to Part A is, in 1982, the Democrats won the highest percentages of votes and seats. Make sure your students refer specifically to the data provided. Part B requires students to describe the data. This particular question asks, describe a change between the percentage of seats won by Republicans in 1982 and 2012. A good response would state, in 2012, Republicans won 26% more seats than they did in 1982. Note that this response refers specifically to the data. Part C requires students to draw a conclusion based on the data. This question asks students to draw a conclusion about the difference in percentage of votes won and seats won in Ohio in the 2012 election as shown in the charts. A good response would state, Democrats only won 25% of the seats in Ohio in 2012, even though they won 48% of the votes. This might be because of gerrymandering. Note that this response uses data and draws a conclusion about the impact of gerrymandering. Part D requires students to explain how the information in the graphic relates to government and politics. In this case, the question requires students to explain why the information in the charts could pose a challenge to participatory democracy. Because the task verb is explain, students should use the word because in their response. A good response would state, when voters believe their votes do not matter, they lose a sense of political efficacy. This means fewer people will participate in politics, narrowing the kinds of voters who go to the polls. The quantitative FRQ is worth 4 points on the rubric. Give your students different kinds of tables, charts, graphs, maps, and infographics, and this will help prepare them for the quantitative analysis question on the AP exam. Our next video will examine the Supreme Court analysis question. Thanks for watching, and have a great day.